Continuing on from the last video looking at Canon films produced in the 1980s, we now go to the next year, 1981. The third Lemon Popsicle film was released mostly in Europe in 1981. Momo and Udale take turns on mounting Betzel's foreign buxom cousin, but Udale and her get stuck together. Momo raises the bar even further by proving the rumours of accepting an older buxom piano teacher, Fritzl. Benzie looks for love. No trailer for this one, just a commercial for the soundtrack.
Shake, rattle and roll.
Hot bubblegum, a wild trip back to the 50s when rock and roll was king. 18 great tracks to relive the thrills of that age. From the soundtrack of the film Hot Bubblegum, out now from Kato.
Silent Night, Bloody Night was briefly released under the alternative title Night of the Full Dark Moon in November 1972 by Canon Films, before receiving subsequent releases as Silent Night, Bloody Night and later Death House.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was left living.
His hands. Somebody cut off his hands.
Silent Night, Bloody Night, starring Patrick O'Neill and Astrid Heron.
Yeah, Butler wasn't kidding. Nobody's lived here for years.
Don't laugh at me. I want your ID. Some maniac escaped from Margaretville.
Would you like to drive there?
Also starring John Carradine. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was left living. Silent Night, Bloody Night.
Enter the Ninja, the first of Canon's Ninja trilogy, was released on October 2nd, 1981 in the United States. After passing a ninja master test in Japan, Cole visits a war buddy in the Philippines. He helps him fight men who want his buddy's plantation.
The first martial art to sweep the modern world was Jiu-Jitsu, closely followed by the discipline of karate. Then we were taught to combine the spiritual with the physical by the masters of Kung Fu. And now, the Canon Group is proud to introduce the practitioner of the oldest and ultimate martial art, the Ninja. Enter the Ninja.
This gold is your license as a master of ninjutsu.
Starring Franco Nero. Exploding into action as Cole, the White Ninja.
Give him a message for me.
Yeah?
I don't like to be followed.
I love it here. It's become my home. And nobody is going to drive us away.
Susan George is the proud and beautiful Mary Ann, a strong-willed woman who knows what she wants and just how to get it. And introducing Sho Kosugi.
Kampai! Kampai!
Kampai.
Hasegawa, the Black Ninja, born of samurai blood, is unable to accept anything but the ancient ways.
You did not drink, Hasegawa.
He is no ninja.
It's the land code. They want to take it away from us.
Bitter and merciless, this rogue ninja will stop at nothing to destroy any and all who cross his path. Enter the Ninja, from Canon.
Body and Soul is a remake of the 1947 film and was released in the United States on October 9th, 1981. A young man struggles to become a boxing champ, but success blinds him. It is only through the love of his girlfriend that he is brought back to reality.
He was one man. He gave his body.
They wanted his soul. Leon Johnson had a mission.
We're gonna go to work, man. Be the champion.
He was in a hurry to reach his goal. He gave it all, body and soul. Together on screen for the first time, Leon Isaac Kennedy and Jane Kennedy. As you've never seen them before. And the greatest himself, Muhammad Ali.
A man who's not just a fighter, but a lover of life, Leon the Lover.
He loved his women, and no man was going to stand in his way.
Are you really Leon the Lover?
And who's standing here the winner? I am. Who has the belt? I do.
But something went wrong.
Your reign is over.
Don't you say that to me!
You weren't there. You don't know how it was.
You'll die.
And one man stood in his way. Ricardo Madman Santiago.
I'm gonna kick his ass. Now you gotta knock him out. You gotta close the show.
He pulled his way to the top. Now he's fighting for his life to stay there.
I want it so bad.
Body and soul. It takes both to be a winner.
Hospital Massacre, also known as X-Ray, was released in Mexico on October 16th, 1981. While receiving a routine checkup, a woman finds herself stranded on the hospital's 8th floor, while someone dressed as a doctor is intent on her never leaving, even if it means killing any staff member who comes into contact with her. That's it for 1981, and now the second half of the behind the scenes at Canon Films.
It's all the time. Keep suspense and action. Sinister voices. You know, add to it.
It started by naturally that they asked me to direct some scenes with the other students, maybe to avoid hearing my English as an actor. But I was all the time the director in me all the time came out. And I remember the first directorial job that I did in the school was Othello. And it was a turmoil in school because I dared to make Othello like a wild Israeli or a wild Arab. And the headmaster of the school took me and he said, you should go and study directing. And he arranged for me a scholarship in the Old Vic School, which was at the time the most important school in the world for theater directors. It was a very wonderful school. I directed theater for about 6 or 7 years. I was 23 when I started that, and I became, at the age of 24, I had quite a success in Israel, and every theater was after me, so I had a career. But then years went by and I started to get bored with the theater. I really felt that I'm like closed between those four walls and was all the time looking to get to cinema. I left Israel again at the peak of my career as a theater director. Just left everything. I already was married, I had a child. We left the country, and I decided to become a student again. And I went to New York.
Snow and underneath all of it.
When I was in school, I was ready to do anything, you know. Like I think any young filmmaker, it's a quality that is almost essential when one starts in the business.
No music here.
You have to love it. You have to be crazy about it. Not just to love it, be crazy. You have to when you go into it, you have to be a drunk. You have to be somebody who that is his whole life.
Here, hold it. Again, gentlemen, we are going to get some action.
1661 I studied in New York. But from New York I wrote to Roger Corman, who was doing a production. I said, no money, anything you want, I go anywhere you want, I want to work on a picture. And that's how I did my first picture. And he put me in the beginning as a grip. And he used students a lot. So the other student who was in this film was Francis Ford Coppola. And together we did that movie all over Europe. It was a terrific experience. Francis Ford Coppola, I remember, every night used to write a script. Used to work on a script. I mean, after we were working from 6 in the morning until 10 at night, and then we were falling to our beds dead tired. And I remember the typewriters of Francis Ford Coppola in the other room near to me. He was working till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and he was writing, I think, his first script. And he was a very ambitious young guy at the time. And I remember that we both had a little conflict in the beginning. We both tried to get out of Roger Corman some money to do a movie, to manipulate Roger to give us money to do a movie. I had a script that I've written, but it was an Israeli script. It was called El Dorado. It's about an Israeli gangster. You know, a commercial film. In Israel, there were never done commercial films before. It's a drama about a prostitute and a thief and their love affair. Roger liked my script and was ready to give me $30,000 to do the movie in Israel. But then Francis came and told him, I'll do an American movie for you for $30,000. And we had a little conflict. And he said, do you have a script? He didn't have a script at the time, but that was the script that he wrote at nights. And before we finished the movie, he had the script ready. And that became Francis Ford Coppola's first film. It is a horror film that he shot in Ireland. I want to order some more photos of this.
You want to order more photos?
Yes.
You want me to choose some and I'll have them made into what?
Yes.
Color or black and white?
Color. In principle, I mean, we're in agreement. I'm trying to get... look, we are signing and there is no... To me, I gave the offer.
Right. And Show understands that.
All right.
And
If you will do the movie, fine. If not, not. If you won't do the movie...
By the way, Stu, are you planning to pick up Stephen Hayes? Did you talk to him?
He will play the bad guy.
Even the bad guys?
He will be one of the bad guys. He will not play a big part. No. But I want... He can fight swords very well, I understand, no? That's what I was told. He said so.
Then he
I
must
have lots of photos of him fighting. You fight with him? You fought with him?
Do I want?
Did you fight with him once?
No.
He will win you.
Well,
he's a big expert, and he looks good. He looks better. He looks better than Mike Stone. I swear to you. He looks bad man.
Oh boy. Whatever you think.
Huh?
Whatever you think. But sometime you better believe me. Trust me.
I trust you.
Yeah.
I trust you.
Yeah.
I give my word of honor.
Okay, I trust you.
Now, for the picture now, number 4.
Yes, we have a deal.
Eh?
Yes.
The lemon popsicle will conclude the Cannes in Los Angeles.
We will meet in Cannes and conclude the deal.
No. We have concluded already the deal. You shook hands, my wife.
Yes.
Deal.
Yes.
I don't want
A handshake is like a contract.
What?
A handshake with us is like a contract.
Is like?
Contract.
Naturally. Don't say that again. You assault me. Your promise is more important than the contract.
Right, so don't worry.
We agreed on that point, 40,000.
Yes.
How much you want in advance?
All the money.
We want a letter of credit.
No credit, advance money.
Advance 20%.
That will be sent to them this Saturday.
All right.
What is the name of the picture? The name? You have a name?
We have a name. Screwing around.
Eh?
Screwing around.
Going?
Screwing. You know what is screwing?
Doing?
Screwing. S like Sarah. C R E W I N G. Screwing.
That is fucking. Screwing means fucking.
Yes, it is screwing around has two meanings. One means fucking.
Screwing around.
Yes, but it also means when you go and do nothing. When you are, sitting on your ass and do nothing.
Alright, so what about the party?
I think to cancel it. Let's send the telex to Martinez. You write the telex, do me a favor. Write the telex.
They say that, I created the film industry in Israel, the film industry. I don't know that is a fact. All I know is that I did more films than others. And my films, or most of them, were very successful.
Will Harrison is out then.
Yes. So you go from him looking at the building
right
to the airport.
Right.
And the next scene after the airport, when he comes up, he comes to the building.
Right.
I like to tell stories and play with them.
You know the story, the way I think about the story.
I really
a little bit.
But a little bit, my son, myself, or something.
I can tell you the way I think the story.
Yeah.
Your father,
yes,
beautiful man, 60, 70, Japanese rich man,
businessman,
many restaurants,
many restaurants,
okay, or many clubs or something like that, many restaurants. There is a bad organization, bad guy that take protection. You know what is protection?
Yes, I understand.
From the restaurants.
Creating motion picture is the nearest thing to godliest. You create life if you believe in it from scratch, from an idea. I mean, you create a character, you create drama, you create people, you create a situation, and by the fact that it is so visually, it's the nearest thing to life itself.
I thought that Stephen Hayes, in the beginning when they killed the wife, is one man, dressed in a black ninja. There are two black ninjas in the film.
I see.
One a good and one a bad. But we don't know who is this black. We don't connect that he is the same man who is in the society, a very important, very known man. He goes to the restaurants. He's like Hugh Hefner. He's a millionaire. He leads two lives.
When I start a movie, when I go into it, it's a whole world that develops. Now, how come I do such different movies? Because I'm not trying to tell a message, and I'm not doing a movie for certain purposes before I start to do the movie. I'm playing with this like a child, and when the story attracts me, then I'm doing the movie, and the style of the movie or what the movie tries to convey is not that important for me during the making of the movie. Maybe this is a wrong approach, but that's how I am. You know, in Israel, when you drive 30 minutes, you usually take a pajama with you. It means that you are going away to almost another kind of surrounding in another city, etc. Between the other things, when I directed theaters, I had my own children's theater. Because all my life, I liked fairy tales. I've bought the rights to a series of books about a monkey and a child, and it's called. We are calling it My Pal Clyde. It's a name I gave to it because Clyde is an orangutan that became famous in America lately. through a couple of successful films. And I would like to make this film with this orangutan and a boy. It is agreed that Jungle will supply the services of a orangutan, and by the name of
CJ. CJ.
CJ, that's
that's what we call him. CJ.
C period, J period.
Yeah.
CJ, known to us as Clyde.
Okay, that's right.
And a few other animals needed in a film entitled My Pal Clyde. Currently, or what you call provisional title, Canon will pay Jungle for their services, their total services, a fee of $50,000. You'll type it and give it to him, and then he will come back to me.
Together and give me a couple days and we're in business.
All right.
Yeah.
Be the best of all your pictures.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'll see you soon.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye. So please don't take long couple of days, because if we want to go.
I understand.
But things are very fast-paced here. There's a lot of things going on at one time, which.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to write much down.
He has a great memory. A real good memory. He screams things out, if you notice. A lot of things are it's screamed out, and you just have to, somebody else grabs pen and paper and writes it quickly. There's not a lot of time to think. Decisions are made quickly, in a second, split second. I came in here and was hired in 1 second. I'd been on many interviews, and he just said, okay. It's just, the decisions have to be made that way because of all the projects going on. You can't contemplate every move. There's just a lot of things.
How are the hours?
The hours are never ending. We work here 6 to 7 day week, and it's out of want. It's not something that you're told that you must do and you have to do it. It's just a matter of there's a lot to get done, and everybody's into it. And I think most of the people who work here got to be loyal, or they wouldn't work as hard as they work. It's a good 10-hour day every day, and always Saturday, and sometimes Sunday.
That doesn't leave you much time for anything else.
You're right about that. You're right about that.
They always work 6 days a week. They never take a weekend off.
Holidays?
Holidays? When they go to film festivals, that's their holiday, but that really isn't a holiday because that is a 24-hour day job. Those are their holidays. They never go on a holiday. It's amazing.
We start to shoot in the August 1.
Who is going to be the same director?
Yes, Boaz Davidson.
Same actors?
Same actors. Everything the same.
Which story was good?
Screwing Around, it's called. Lemon Popsicle Part 4.
Okay.
All right?
Give you, it's 8,000 now and 12,000 when you start shooting.
Okay. And 20 when we deliver.
I'll be in Cannes on the 13th of May at the Martinez always.
Very good.
You be there?
Yes, room 219, always.
Have you sold the pictures, the other pictures?
It depends which. We have not sold many. You come to us the first day. And be flexible.
A big dinner.
Ah, here is the bastardo. You speak to him, don't speak to me. Here is YouRun.
Michaelidis!
Eh?
How are you?
Big dinner. I also came a big dinner too.
What?
As last time I offered you a big dinner too.
Okay. Victor!
Yes.
It's YouRun.
You bastard. You're a big bastard.
Where is my money?
I will go to Menachem. First today, Friday. It comes 5-6 days because this money are not official, you know that. But I promise you, as Victor Michaelidis, that will be done, finished.
So okay, so if you will do it, I will keep my word also.
הוא שולח עוד 8 על למון.
with my wife for $40,000.
I don't deny it, but you have to keep your word also. You promise and promise and promise, and you are not paying.
If I don't keep my word, then you don't speak to me again.
Okay, we are doing very big movies, you should know.
Eh?
We are doing very big movies, which we will be announced in Cannes. So you better be good with us.
Happy to deal with you.
Okay.
All right. Sign this, and all this, and take yourself the front copy. Okay. Okay, and the check will be returned later. I'll go down to the editing room. I'll be back. Okay. We just started from scratch a couple of years ago with this company. And we hear the company is flourishing and growing and makes important motion pictures. They wonder, how come? There are people here who are trying to do a movie for 10 years and can't put a movie together. Producers, so-called producers. This town is full of a lot of bullshit is in this town, a lot of bullshit. I would say that out of every 100 people who say they produce their films, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 films are being made. Maybe 2, I don't know the percentages. All I know, there's a lot of talk and bullshit. We are filmmakers, that's how we call ourselves, and we do make films. Not all what I wanted is done, and I still have goals.
What are they?
To achieve a motion picture that will be a world hit. For some reason I like to break it here in America. When I did a successful motion picture in Israel, I went to the theater, full house, when people were fighting to get in, and I heard their laughs or their smiles or their excitement or the suspense, and I was in the theater, the contact with the public. I didn't get that yet here in America, and I probably won't get it so soon. I won't get it until I will make a real American movie that they could identify with. And not being an American, that's not easy. But I'll do it. Sunset Boulevard. We're coming to Sunset Boulevard. In the old Hollywood part.
I sent 12,500, all right, finished. Now the 8,000 should be given in Cannes?
Yes! Yes, in Cannes. Okay, we agreed in Cannes. לא יחתום לו את החוזה אם הוא לא יביא.
Now it's closed, $40,000.
Okay, so you bring $8,000 to Cannes.
12 ביום הראשון של הצילום.
8,000?
Yes, yes.
Bravo.
Okay. Bye-bye.
The other picture you have available, I'll discuss more calm, because Los Angeles was a mad place.
No, but you lost already. Chatterley and Ninja went to Colombia.
Yes?
Yes, Colombia bought Ninja and Chatterley. That's finished.
So we have big films in Cannes, we speak.
Now we are announcing new big films. If you want to buy them, you buy. If not, it will go to Colombia also.
Keep them for me when I come there.
Okay, okay, bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Come to everybody, my love. My wife
give regards to your wife and to George.
And George, thank you very much.
Bye, bye. סרט לא טוב, אתה מבין? בשביל זה הוא מצלצל היום.